Wonderful people, viewers and subscribers, welcome back again. This is BVI Channel 1, where we tell you undiluted truth. And this time it is coming from a PDP struggle member. In fact, he's not just a stakeholder, but a member of the board of trustees who had come up, who is obedient, let me just put it that way, and had taken a stand with Peter Obi, addressing not just the issue of political failures of APC, where he is coming from, but also the issue of ethnicity when it comes to governance in Nigeria. Listen to him.
It's very dangerous to give me the microphone live, because I wish this meeting had not been live streamed, because we are politicians wanting Peter Obi to win the election, and we should be able to tell ourselves truths that we don't want the competition to hear. And I will tell you the truth, because who told me to speak? I'm in APC. I'm a member of the board of trustees of APC, but I'm doing the Peter Obi dirty movement. And APC has not sacked me yet. I don't know what they are waiting for. I wish they had. I'm amused about Labour Party, because there are people full of grammar. Turanchi, Dogon Turanchi, Labour Party. We want to win this election, and we must win this election. You know, there are times in the life of a society when you can see God has decreed change. It is not man, it's God that has decreed change. For a number of years, we have been grumbling. Nigeria needs change. And then the same people retain the system and it doesn't change. And on and on and on. I'm excited to be here because you said Northeast. Let me tell you something very funny you probably didn't notice. When Buhari first came into power in 2015, it was a northeastern state, northeastern region government. It was our government. So when you look at what is happening to the Northeast today, you wonder what happened. I'll tell you why. The Senate president was from the Northeast, Yobe. The secretary to the government of the Federation was from Northeast, Adamawa. The national security advisor to the president was from Northeast, Borno. The chief of army staff was from Northeast, Borno. The chief of staff to the president was from Northeast, Borno. The chief of air staff was from Northeast, Bauchi. Apart from other big positions in the government, minister of the FCT, big ministries like that, and so on and so forth. So what happened? What happened that we are where we are looking like all of us are just recovering from HIV? Miserable, lean. It's all about your role in the government. If you eventually find yourself there, what do you do to contribute to good governance that you can today be proud of? Last time I was in Adamawa, I went to my village, I think about 1 year ago. I said, I'm not going to my village anymore because the roads are terrible. I remember in our time, we insisted, Numan Cham, Numan Jalingo, Yola, through Fufore, there's another village there, Fufore, Yola, Mubi, Mararaba Mubi, to Bama. All these were awarded. But as we speak, after I left, the only money the contractors have got so far are the mobilization. So the jobs are abandoned. So I like to tell us that it is not just enough for us as notice to contribute to a government coming into power. We must be sure we can hold them accountable to what they say they will do for us. One other thing I'd like to alert us to, it's a good thing to have a very good combination of president and vice president with good programs on paper. If they don't win the election, it's just, for lack of words, it's bullshit. When I was resisting joining politics, one of my friends, Timi Preselva, I'll call his name, he told me, say, Ogabidi, you can design the best road from Abuja to Lagos. But for as long as you don't have the political power to build that road, it remains a road on paper. We might have the best candidates. They talk good English. But if we do not win this election, it's nonsense. And I told some other people yesterday, if we lose this election, I think we will all migrate to Cameroon. Because shame, disgrace, by our failure to lose this, our failure to win this election. So it is not about whether we have the option to win this election or not. Peter Obi must win this election. So what do we do to win this election?
Good. Wonderful. Excellent. He said something very, very magnetic. Talking about the Northeast. He said it is their government. Yes, it is their government. Let me just use that terms. It is their government. Yes. The chief of staff, Northeast. The chief of army staff, Northeast. This one, Northeast. That one, Northeast. And at the end of the day, especially burden around security, Northeast remains the capital of bloodshed in this country. You see? So when you think about, hey, ethnicity, the Northerners are waking up. It is not about having your brother as the chief of army staff. That is not what will stop the killing, the kidnapping, the ransacking of villages, destroying farmlands and decimating communities. That is not what is going. It is the agenda of corrupt politicians to hold you down. Thank God they are waking up. Thank God they are waking up. But I want to remind Labour Party that irrespective of the fact that the field is green and ready for harvest, I can tell you that the workers or the laborers are few. I can tell you that because what we are seeing on ground, outside the little efforts being put together or put up by support groups, I've seen very little Labour Party is doing to go down deep to the grassroots. They don't connect with people that have support base, support groups that are on the grassroots. It's unfortunate, I must say it, that up to today, Labour Party, despite what we've done in the Southeast, from GGM and all other groups across Nigeria to support Labour Party, they are still believing, in fact, the whole harvest is ready. But who will harvest it? Who will harvest the votes of frustrated Nigerians? Who will make sure that they are all brought in and let it count? You see all these things, don't just won't betide you because he has said it. Oh, me, I am already getting prepared. I didn't even know where my passport is. But by the end of this year, come January, I'm going to get my passport for the first time since I came into this country, and I will give up on you all if APC of PDP comes back into power. But because why am I here? I want to ensure that there is opportunity for my people so that we stop running outside to go and suffer in abroad, living like slaves, like I once did in the UK. I ran back home because We need to fix our home. Everybody must not run out. But I am making a decision. Come 2023, let PDP and APC win. Kampecha and Nyedogodu. Noluzie from outside because it seems that Nigerian people doesn't want to be redeemed. And now some of you will misinterpret this, so you will misinterpret what I just said now. Thinking that, hey, I told you Nigeria is irredeemable. Let me tell you, as it is, as Nigeria sings, every Nigerian sings with you, including you, me, myself, as a Biafran, you as an Oduduwa, you as an Arewa, we all sink. There is no place we have as our home outside my home, Biafran land, your home, Oduduwa land, your home, Arewa land. And for you to survive, for Nigerians to survive, you need a Nigeria that is being piloted by men that has credibility. But it is not good enough to have men with credibility if you cannot win election, because that is the essence of this video. It is when you have the right people in power, you have people that have respect for rule of law. That is the only time you can talk about your self-determination and taking it to its logical conclusion for your freedom. It is only when you have that you can now decide for yourself what kind of country or life do you want. Talking about restructuring of this country, it will all be elusive if APC or PDP wins. Your freedom will all be elusive if, I'm talking to my people now especially, because they are the ones that are beclouded by this our agitation and have made our people not to reason properly. But Labour Party, you have a lot to do, especially in the Southeast. Let Southeast not embarrass you, Peter Obio. It is time. I've not called you for some time now because I know how busy you are, but it is time for you to reach out, especially in the Southeast, so that it will not be embarrassing, the result you will get. I'm signing out. I'm also General Peters, the voice of the people. This is not just what I want to talk about, but it just have to come out because I'm being moved to deliver this message. Help me share it until Peter Obi himself and the rest of Labour Party sits up. Bye-bye for now.